Welcome to the Better German podcast. My name is Susie Blümel, and I will teach you German and everything around the language, the countries, and the culture. Hello, welcome to this episode. This is episode number 9 of the Better German podcast, and it's called Greeting and Introducing Yourself. Obviously, when you want to speak with someone, one of the very first things you probably need is ways of saying hello and ways of introducing yourself. And this is what this episode is about. This is in no way, obviously, a complete list of possible ways of saying hello or possible ways of introducing yourself. I'm just trying to give you a few things. There is a PDF you can download. You find the show notes and all the information and a transcript to download on bettergerman.info/9, because this is episode 9. You can find there the link where you can register and get access to all the additional material for the podcast. For every sentence I'm going to give you, we're going to go through a few words first. So repeat it after me. Whenever I say a word that is new, I will just leave a blank afterwards and you'll say it after me. If you cannot speak right now, you can try to silently say it or repeat it in your head, but come back and when you can actually speak and say it out loudly and proudly, that helps you to learn. Okay. Der Name. That's the name. Mein. That means my. Ist. Ist means is. So, the sentence is, mein Name ist Susi. That means my name is Susie. So, when I say the sentence again, I want you to repeat the sentence, but with your name. Maybe you already did that. So I'll say my name, you'll say your name. Mein Name ist Susi. You can use the very same pattern with the full name. In this case, I just said my first name. This is Vorname, by the way. Okay, in this case, I said mein Name ist Susi. My name is Susie. I just used my first name. Der Vorname is the first name. But you can also use your full name. And then in that case, this would be, mein Name ist Susanne Blümel. Oder mein Name ist Susanne Schilk-Blümel. You just say the same thing with your full name. Or however full you want to say it. Mein Name ist Susanne Blümel. Good. Another way of saying the same thing, what your name is, the word is heißen, and that's a word that means to have a name. You can say, instead of mein Name ist Susi, which means my name is Susie, you can say ich heiße Susi. I am called Susie would be the most direct translation. You will hear it a lot. Heißen means be called. Then, one of the next words that is good for introducing is bin. It means am, like I am, ich bin. So, another word is das Jahr. That's the year. What we're heading at is to say an age. Alt is old. The sentence, I am 40 years old, would be, ich bin 40. There will be an episode coming soon for numbers. And then the next sentence or the next word you need for the next sentence is aus. That means from, where you are coming from. Ich bin aus Wien means I'm from Vienna. So I want you to say, when I repeat that again, where you're from. Ich bin aus Wien. Next sentence is, ich bin aus Österreich. I am from Austria. Österreich is Austria in German. So, I am from Austria. I'm gonna also include Germany in here. Deutschland. So, maybe you hear somebody say, ich bin aus Deutschland. That would mean I'm from Germany. I'm gonna say, and you are saying where you're from. Ich bin aus Österreich. Good. So the next word is leben. That means to live. By the way, really, I highly encourage you to go and get that PDF that you can download. And it has all of these words and it has all of the sentences and their translation. So, leben is to live. Ich lebe in Wien. You say it? Good. If you live somewhere else, then you just say now, ich lebe, and then you say wherever you live. Ich lebe in. Very good. So now the next word we have is wie. In this case, what? So the sentence I'm telling you is, wie ist dein Name? And that is, what is your name? Wie ist dein Name? That's, what is your name? So say that after me. Wie ist dein Name? Okay. Remember, I can say mein Name ist Susi. And I can say also, ich heiße Susi. It means the same thing. So when you ask, you can do the same thing basically. You can either say, wie ist dein Name? Or you can say, wie heißt du? That means the same thing. So repeat that after me. Wie ist dein Name? Wie heißt du? Good. So now, in German, we have two different forms of speaking. We can speak like the way you would speak to a friend or to a family member, and you can have a formal way of addressing someone, or you can have a formal way of addressing someone. Formal means that's a way how you would speak to your boss or to someone you don't know, maybe on the street. These are the two versions that we have to speak to someone. This exists in many other languages. I know that it exists in the Slavic languages, for example. It exists in French. It does not exist in English. So if English is your native language, it may take some getting used to. If you are trying to get a job and you introduce yourself, then you should definitely use the formal version. Other than that, I think overall German is becoming less formal. So if you meet someone on the street or in a restaurant and they're around your age, then it's a good chance that they will not expect you to speak with them formally. But on the other hand, you're never on the wrong side if there's someone you don't know and you address them formally. So anyway, going back to that question, what is your name? We already had, wie ist dein Name? And then, if you say it in a formal way, wie ist Ihr Name? So, wie ist Ihr Name? You repeat it. That's also, what is your name, but formal. And then the other version, we had Wie heißt du? That's informal. Wie heißt du? And formal. Wie heißen Sie? That's the formal way. So I'll say it, you repeat it. First, informal. Wie ist dein Name? Wie heißt du? So you say either of them. You don't say both of them. And then the formal one again. Repeat after me. Wie ist Ihr Name? Wie heißen Sie? Good. The next word is schön. That's nice in this case. It could be also beautiful, but in this case it's nice. Und another word, the next word is to meet someone, to get to know them, to meet them for the first time. Kennenlernen. I'll say it a little slower. Kennenlernen. That's one word. Kennenlernen. I'll say it again. Kennenlernen. Okay, so what can we do with this word? Dich is another word. Dich. That means you in this case. And then we have another word, and that's sie. That's the same thing as dich, but formal. So don't worry about grammar too much at this point. We'll just do the sentences, okay? So we had the words schön, meaning nice, kennenlernen, to get to know someone, to meet someone, und dich, that means you. So what do we do with this? We can say, schön, dich kennenzulernen. And that means nice to meet you. Schön, dich kennenzulernen. Schön, dich kennenzulernen. Good. And then the same thing in the formal version. Schön, Sie kennenzulernen. Nice to meet you. Schön, Sie kennenzulernen. Schön, Sie kennenzulernen. By the way, for all of this, you can just listen to it again and again. Don't worry. Try to say it. Obviously, if you were in a class with me live, I would help you out if I saw that there are specific things difficult for you. But you can just keep listening to it and try to say it. Listen to it, try to say it until you feel good about it. You'll be fine. That's how kids learn as well. Schön, dich kennenzulernen. Informal. Schön, Sie kennenzulernen. Another way of saying that you're happy to meet someone. We need a word first. It's freuen. That means to be happy about something. Ich freue mich means I'm happy. So, freut mich, dich kennenzulernen. That means literally, I'm happy to meet you, basically. It's one way of saying that we're glad to see someone. So, freut mich, dich kennenzulernen. It's nice to meet you, or I'm happy to meet you. And it's informal. And then the same thing with the formal ways. Freut mich, Sie kennenzulernen. Again, that means I'm happy to meet you, but it's formal communication. So if you meet the person you want to maybe work for, then it's a better idea to say freut mich, Sie kennenzulernen. So now, maybe you think this kennenlernen is so long, and I understand it's a little long for a beginner. So good news is, if someone tells you, my name is Susie, mein Name ist Susie, and you don't want to say, freut mich, sie kennenzulernen oder freut mich, dich kennenzulernen. You can just say freut mich. That's the short version of saying freut mich. So maybe the whole conversation could be you start saying, mein Name ist Nadja. And then I will say, mein Name ist Susi. And then you can say, freut mich. That's the short version of I'm happy to meet you. Basically, it just means I'm happy. But we mean I'm happy to meet you. Thank you for listening to this episode. You can find a transcript of this episode at bettergerman.info and slash and then the number of the episode. You can also sign up for a newsletter there, and then you will be informed when there is a new episode coming or any other important events going on, new articles, new freebies, or things like that. If you liked it and it was helpful for you, please share it with other people and let them know that this exists. And if you are looking for a course and you want to learn German online, then you can, of course, find all the infos as well on bettergerman.info. So, see you there and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.